Hi guys, and welcome to another Sunday slot for teens and or anyone else. Welcome. This week we're going to be thinking kind of about taking up our cross and sacrifice and things like that. So we have a challenge to start you off. And the challenge is the wall sit challenge. So all you need is a wall, and really simple. All you have to do is sit against the wall. It sounds easy, but it's really not. So the idea is that you time yourselves, guys. You can send in your times to us, and we can see who's got the best time. Maybe there'll be a little prize. Who knows? No cheating. It's really simple. I can show you exactly how it's supposed to be. Obviously not without this little ottoman here. So you put your back against the wall, and you just go in a little sitting position as you would normally. Really simple. And your legs start to ache and your butt probably starts to ache, but you have to hold it. The idea is that you hold it for as long as you possibly can. So good luck with that. Stop the video, find a wall and sit, basically. Sit like you've never sat before. Okay, go. Beautiful. I'm going to assume that you have nailed the wall sit challenge, but let me just ask you a few questions. How difficult did you find that? Might have been fine for the first 10 seconds, and then as the seconds started to tick on, did you find it a bit more difficult? A bit harder? Did your legs start to shake? Did you have a bit of a wobbly bum? Yes, it's a very difficult challenge, even though it seems very easy. I wonder what time you got. If you think you got a good time, definitely send it in to us, and we'll have a little look at it and see how great you did. And I wonder, as a little question about life, what keeps us going in difficult times? So what keeps us going in difficult times in life? Just like what kept you going when you were sat against that wall. So what keeps us going in difficult times of life? And does it make a difference if there is a reward? I said maybe there would be a little reward for people who'd done really well. Wonder if that made a difference. Wonder if you were then like, oh, I should have hung on for some more seconds, or oh, I should have tried harder. So does it make any difference if there is a clear reward? So keep that in mind when we look at Matthew. So we're going to hear a little bit from the guy Matthew, and this is chapter 16, and we're probably going to read 21 down to 27 because I think that'll get us where we need to be. And it's entitled Jesus Says That He Must Die. From that time on, Jesus began telling his followers that he must go to Jerusalem, where the older Jewish leaders, the leading priests, and the teachers of the law would make him suffer many things. He told them he must be killed and then be raised from the dead on the third day. Peter took Jesus aside and told him not to talk like that. He said, God save you from those things, Lord. Those things will never happen to you. Then Jesus said to Peter, Go away from me. Go away from me, Satan. You are not helping me. You don't care about the things of God, but only about the things people think are important. Then Jesus said to his followers, If people want to follow me, they must give up the things they want. They must be willing even to give up their lives to follow me. Those who want to save their lives will give up true life, and those who give up their lives for me will have true life. It is worth nothing for them to have the whole world if they lose their souls. They could never pay enough to buy back their souls. Lots of stuff in there again, guys. But we're going to be thinking a little bit about what Jesus said to his followers. Peter was like, no, Lord, that's not going to happen to you. And he was like, it definitely is. And he says to his followers that they must give up the things that they want in order to follow Jesus. So he's being really clear that just because you follow Jesus, it's not a straightforward path. There are still challenges, and you might have to sacrifice some things. This then got me thinking a little bit about athletes and about elite athletes, to be specific. And I was thinking about Mo Farah. So Mo Farah was the British marathon runner, or still is the British marathon runner. And I started looking at his regime, which is like his training plan and what he needs to do to keep him in tip-top shape, at the top of his game. Like, if he wants to achieve stuff, he's got to be training all the time. So I looked at his little program, and I just wanted to share this with you. So this is like his bog standard week when he's just getting ready. So on a Monday morning, he does a 10-mile recovery. Does a 10-mile recovery run. So 10 miles in the morning. In the evening on Monday, he does a 6-mile run. Tuesday morning, he does a 4-mile warm up, as if that's a warm up, and then a 3-mile cool down. Then Tuesday afternoon, he does a strength and conditioning session. So that's 1 hour. So that's in the noon. And then evening time on Tuesday, he does a 6-mile run. Wednesday, he does a 12-mile run in the morning, and then followed by a little massage to help him relax, I guess. And then Wednesday evening, he does a 5-mile run. On to Thursday. Thursday morning, he does an 11-mile run. Feel like you see the pattern. On Thursday evening, he does a 5-mile run. Friday morning, he does a 4-mile warm-up jog. Then he does kind of little intervals of hill sprints and like jogging sprints, and then he does a 4-mile cool down run. Then in the afternoon, he does strength and conditioning session. That's another 1-hour session. And then Friday evening, he does 4 miles, which is meant to be really easy. Saturday morning, he does an 11-mile run. Saturday evening, he does a 6-mile run. And then Sunday, when we've got to Sunday, he goes for a 22 to 25-mile run. Sunday afternoon, he can just chill. Super intense training program, really intense. And I don't know how he does it, considering I don't think I can run a mile. But that got me thinking then about the things that maybe athletes have to sacrifice in order to kind of get to where they want to be and to achieve what they want to achieve. So I have some questions again. In what ways does this person, so in what ways does Mo Farah have to suffer to achieve what he wants to achieve? So in what ways does Mo Farah have to suffer to achieve what he wants to achieve? My second question is, how do you think he denies himself? How do you think he denies himself? And the third question, what might we need to deny ourselves to follow Jesus? What might we need to deny ourselves to follow Jesus? Some of those are really challenging questions. Jesus doesn't promise us a life that is easy following him, but he does promise us a life that is full and true, and he's really clear and honest with us that sometimes we might have to sacrifice things in order to have that fullness of life and in order to have that true life that has been promised for us. So I hope that you have a really happy Sunday. We look forward to seeing you again next week, and stay safe and stay well. Okay, bye guys.